I'm already mother of the train. I was the first one on. I get up, I turn around, and I say to him,
Let's do a signal check. How many bars do you have today?
okay, so for those who haven't listened before, our bars are the signal bars on the top of the phone. So you can be no bars where you have literally nothing, you've got nothing left to give, you're flatlined, you're feeling pretty crap. Then there's one bar, which is like you're hanging on in there, it's okay, you're still very low, but there's something. There's
Mm-hmm.
a little shred. Then there's two bars, which is mid bars. Not good, not bad, not thriving. Just straight down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's three bars, you're good, you're happy enough, but there's room for improvement. And then there's four bars, which is full bars.
Full bars, full signal, raring to go, don't need anything else, flying on top of the world. That is, we
Exactly.
always want a full bar day, full bar week. We want a full bar life, really.
Yes.
But that we do the signal check at the start of the episode each week to set the tone of what energy we have. And hopefully by the end of the episode, if we aren't starting off at full bars, we end up that way. That'd be so good.
Exactly. Thankfully enough, though, I'm full bars, baby. Full bars, baby.
I'm full bars too. And I knew that you'd be full bars because there's no other option after the weekend that we've had. We had such a lovely weekend. Wait, what happened on Friday? Because I feel like I saw you on Friday. I did. It was just briefly. I popped over to yours to pick something up. And then we both went on like an ice cream run.
Yes.
We went to different stores. Because you were looking for cream egg ice cream.
Yeah. Which I knew.
Specific.
Yeah, I knew would be a difficult one because you only find cream egg ice cream during Easter times, which I think, come on, guys, are we entrepreneurs or not? Do we want money or not? Are we in a capitalist society?
Do you know what? That whole question of do you want my money or not? When M&S were, it was the season of like Easter as well, where the speckled egg cookies were the limited edition cookies they had out.
That really shook you up. That period really shook you up.
It did. Because it was Easter and we know there's a defined period of time where we have access to those cookies. It's not an all year thing. Like you get it for a couple of months, if that, and then it's gone. But it wasn't even Easter. And then suddenly their supply ran out or they just weren't stocking it for whatever reason. And just the limited nature of it, knowing that we only have that finite amount of time and you're withholding. And it was just, it did shake me up, but it also just completely confused me because do you want my money or not?
No. People were freezing their cookies.
Supply and demand. I demand you supply and I buy. People were stocking up and freezing their cookies and I hear it because you would see it in like one random M&S in a station that you would just happen to be going through and you knew you weren't going to go there again. And also if you see it and if you catch it, you have to grab it. You actually have to just get it in that moment. Get 4 packs, stick it in the freezer.
4 packs is setting you back £30, mind you, but yeah. I was looking for the ice cream, knowing that it was only an Easter thing, but knowing also that there was a specific off license that I'd been to outside of the Easter period and managed to get 2 tubs of the cream egg ice cream, which is the best ice cream. Gone.
We've talked about this before, yeah.
Yeah.
Cream egg ice cream is the best ice cream.
I went into their freezer like, oh my God, it was like I was looking for my son or something. I went into there, turned back to him and he was like, do you need any help? I was like, do you have the cream egg ice cream? And he just looked so confused and I was just like, if it's not in the freezer, do you think he's going to pull it out of his back pocket and just go, there you go. I was actually waiting for you to come.
No, but sometimes if you let them know that that's what you're here for, and they know there's a demand for it, then they might stock it when they put in the next order. So fingers crossed. I mean, realistically, we're going to have to wait till next year. But yeah, so on Friday, I did pop through to Chids, saw her. That was nice. Saturday, being yesterday, we it was a full day of just hanging out and chatting. And we started off with the girls coming around to mine, and we just spent some time catching up, drinking. That peach spritz was so good. Drinking all sorts, eating, just, spending time together. And then when it got to like 9ish, the guys came and we watched the England versus Norway match, which was actually so good at the end.
Like, it was so exciting.
It was so exciting. Towards the end, we'd had a long day. We'd been drinking and talking for a while.
Yeah.
So us four were literally like, please, when is it over? Like half time during extra time is crazy. Just bang out these next 30 minutes so we can all go home.
Exactly. They were knackered. They were knackered, but so were we. And I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was like leaning on Will's shoulders and I was like trying to stay awake. And then anytime when it's like a build up and you think that there's going to be a goal and everyone's standing
and the commentators
up,
getting more and more excited, and you're like, and if you weren't looking at the TV before, now you're watching because you're thinking it's going to happen.
Yeah. And let's sing Hey Jude. I actually don't even know where to start. Anyway, thank goodness for Jude Bellingham, because who else?
Who else? It became a real question. We were actually all just sitting there being like, hang on, but who else? Because nobody else is. So it does get to a point where you're like, oh, who else? When they sent him off, well, not sent him off, but when he was subbed off because he was clearly so knackered, I was just like, thank you, Jude. You gave your best and you gave your all, and we needed you. Lord knows that we needed you, because if he was not there, Kane wasn't going to do it.
Kane was standing around like
sure
he
was not
kept forgetting where he was. He kept just remembering that he's actually on the pitch, supposed to be playing football.
I didn't. To be honest, I am one of those people that only really engage with football when it's international football, so the Euros and the World Cup. More recently, the Premier League, because obviously Arsenal, and I was so invested. Arsenal did amazing. It was just thrilling to even keep up with it. But I recall from the last World Cup, or maybe not the last one, but I remember watching Kane and being like, is that our hero? Like, there was one game that he was just completely flopping at. And that was my first impression of him. I didn't know about Kane scores all the goals. And I wasn't really seeing him scoring goals. I was just seeing him running around looking a little bit knackered. But I have since seen what people are talking about. But yet last night's performance was crazy.
It was.
They were saying that it was tougher conditions than
the Arteta. Because it was so humid.
Because it was so humid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, fair enough, but
you're there now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're here. We're here now. Give it your best. Score a goal. Score one. Only thing I can say that would have made last night even better is if England had scored in the first 10 minutes, so we could get our Nando's reward.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Nando's are doing what are they calling it? The hot takes. It's such a good, clever campaign of getting people to basically bet on. They give 3 options of like a green reward, an orange reward, and a red reward. Wow, that's really hard to say.
Red reward.
Red reward. Red reward. Yellow, red, yellow. And you basically just pick out of the hot takes that they give you, and based on the rewards, you can get a quarter chicken, a half chicken, a whole chicken, all the Nando's rewards that they normally do. So the first time they did the hot takes, and they only do it on England games. The first time they did the hot takes, what was the one that we bet on? It was like a red reward. Girl, I'm not saying that anymore.
It was the red one.
Yeah.
So this whole thing that Nando's is doing, it's to get people to sign up to the Nando's rewards card.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you already have an account, then you can just go ahead already and bet. And they give you different options for each category. So I think the one that we won was England versus Croatia. No, it wasn't
Ghana.
That one. No, I can't remember what exactly it was, but it basically will give you something that will happen in the match or what the outcome of the game will be. So it could be Saka to score in the first 10 minutes. And that was the green reward for yesterday. I think. Yeah. No, Saka to score within 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I think there was one where it was like Rice to score. And then there was also one that was like 0-0.
By full time.
By full time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we bet in these like the last 3 times. The first time that we did it, we cashed out big, got the biggest one, we got the red one.
Yeah.
So we get a full chicken.
Or a full meal.
Or a full meal. Yeah. I mean, there's an obvious better
It's
option.
not obvious. It's not obvious. I think the meal is a better option in terms of going out to eat. If you want to go out and have a cheeky Nando's, then sit down and have a meal. You don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah, if you are sitting down to have a meal, then definitely it's better to get 2 sides and a half chicken or whatever meal that you can get than getting a whole chicken. Yeah. But I'm saying that the better option is not to sit down and have a meal. It's to take it away or collect it and get a whole chicken. Because that's essentially like, you can make 4 meals out of that.
Yeah. You're right.
That's your meal prep. That's your chicken for the week.
But then you have to plug in the sides yourself.
Yeah. And what an opportunity. What an opportunity to be creative, to get involved, to pair things that you might not usually. Oh, I'm feeling rice today. Oh, let me try it with a couscous.
For me, I'm thinking about, okay, the value of a Nando's meal we know is extremely expensive now. It's like £30.
Yeah, £20 for a quarter chicken, I swear.
Yeah. So versus if I got essentially a rotisserie chicken, full rotisserie chicken for £4. No,
it's not a rotisserie chicken. You're not going to you're not going to engage with it in the same way that you do a rotisserie chicken. Let's be real.
I see myself using the breast for chicken and sweet corn sandwich or wrap, chicken and sweet corn wrap.
But would you use a rotisserie chicken, the leg of a rotisserie chicken, and sit down and like have and like grill up vegetables, and would you? It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Fair. And it does depend. If you see it as like an experience that you want to, and the experience is more valuable to you of sitting down and eating in Nando's like you haven't done a billion times in your life, or is it like, oh, I won this thing that I didn't think I was expecting. Let me use it to my best advantage, living in this adult world where everything costs an arm and a leg. And actually, do you know what? Me and Alex now have a weekly thing where every week we roast a chicken. It's part of like our food shop. We buy a whole chicken, roast it towards the start of the week, and then you've got like chicken in the fridge. To be fair, the chicken does cost me like £6-7. It does, but the flavors of a roast chicken, it's just different. You're not going to be able to replicate a Nando's chicken at home, even if you buy the marinades, even if you buy the boil in the cook in the bags thing that gimmick that they've got going on in the supermarkets. It's not the same.
But have you seen what's happening with chickens?
I don't want to talk about it. And I saw that you sent the TikTok and I saw the picture thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I just scrolled past because I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. And you mentioned it when we were in Sainsbury's as well.
I keep seeing it because on the tubes, if you've gone on the underground, they've got a big poster and it's this fat ass chicken breast just sitting on top of its like legs.
Really don't. I really don't. I don't want to do this. Okay, what's going on with the chickens? Just tell me.
I think that we're going into a territory where we're pumping chickens full of random hormones and shit because we want to churn them out really fast. So we're growing chickens in like 30 days when that's not how long it takes to grow a chicken.
But wait, I thought we've been doing that.
No, because we're under EU laws.
Okay. So it's a UK thing that's happening, different trading standards or different food standards. And now
this might be fake news that I'm all spewing out because I haven't fully engaged with it too much.
Let's rewind then, because let's not fearmonger. Because when we were in Sainsbury's and you were like, have you heard what's going on with the chickens? I was like, standing by the chicken aisle, I was like, what do you want me to do about this information? Like, do you really think I'm not going to buy chicken now? Am I supposed to not buy chicken for the week?
I was hoping when I said, do you know what's happening with the chickens? You'd be like, yeah. And then tell me what's happening with the chickens. So you were basically being like, oh, what's going on with the chickens?
I thought you were coming to deliver me with the information.
I think I know, I have a roundabout idea of it, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want to say that that's definitely happening with the chickens. But every time I think about chicken, I need to rewire my brain so I don't see that picture of the the big off chicken just sitting its actual breasts
I
with its
wanna
legs like that.
let's go back to what we were talking about, because this chicken chat is, I want to be able to eat the food that I have planned for the week and claim my Nando's reward and enjoy it.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah.
We need to claim it quickly.
But we were talking about our bars. That's what it was. We
Oh
finished the
yeah.
check. These are the things. Our weekend was so good. That's what kind of filled our bars. It was amazing.
Yes. Another thing that filled my bars this week was I went to Manchester for the first time in my life, actually.
Oh,
I've never been to Manny.
yeah, I haven't been either, and it's actually on my list. And I don't have anywhere on my list that's in the UK. I'm just so curious about Manchester.
Oh, we should go.
Oh my God.
We should go, and we should go to the Trafford Centre.
Yes. I know. I know that, you know how like astrologically people have places in the world that when you go there, you just feel like this is your place, your home. It speaks to some part of your soul. And also before you even get there, you're feeling pulled, you're feeling a calling. For whatever reason, you're like, I need to be there. I have that with the Trafford Centre. I know that that's when I go there, everything will fall into place, everything will click. That's my place.
It's everything. Well, I didn't spend enough time there because
you need a full day. Is it like you need a whole itinerary?
A whole day. I could spend 12 hours there easy. When you park there, it says you can only park there for 5 hours. So I think I'd have to have someone drop us and pick us up or something, because first of all, the place is opulent. Like if you go in there, it's like, it looks like a palace. It looks like Vegas and New Orleans, and it's like, it's beautiful is all I can say. There's a whole food court section where it feels like I'm in an adult playground of everything that I would ever want. And
is it on par with Singapore Airport in terms of beauty?
Singapore Airport is different.
It's a different experience.
It's a different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of like the experience of like, this is a beautiful place that I'm in, and my like, you know, like what it does to your spirit as a woman when you enter a beautiful space. Did you get that?
Yeah. It took my breath away. I kind of had to stand in it and just breathe in and out. It was so good.
Doing breathing exercises in the Trafford Centre. No, but it does get like that when you see like all these shops and you just have to, it's like, I can't laugh yet. I have to hold it in. You really have to start like regulating your nervous system, because your heart rate does increase rapidly.
Exactly. And also I'm with colleagues, so it's like, there's only so much I can experience fully with my colleagues. Like we went and we had dinner, we went into a couple of shops, but a shopping experience, you need to have the right people when you go shopping. It's not, people act like, oh yeah, let's go shopping. Like it's this fun, frivolous, oh, let's just go shopping. No, let's think about what you're saying here. Do you want to go shopping with me? Because I don't want to go shopping with you.
But also you can have different experiences of what it means to go shopping when you invite someone or you suggest it as an activity. Some people, it's like, I just want to wander in and have a look. Some people, it's like, I'm feeling the itch to spend money today. I want to drop bills and feel like my hands are full of bags. I'm shopping till I'm dropping. Whereas some people, sometimes it's literally just really what I'm saying is, let's just walk around. Let's just go for a walk and get a drink. Stop in places and get drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And you really have to know which one you mean. Because sometimes you could be meaning, it's not a personality thing, it's a mood thing.
Exactly. The worst mood one, though, is there's a specific thing I need to buy.
Or there's a specific event that I'm planning for. I'm going out today, or it's like, it's a wedding this weekend and I'm having to buy the dress on like a Thursday.
Yeah.
And online shopping is failing me. I don't want to risk the delivery not coming on time. So I actually have to go to a shopping centre. I have to physically turn up to the high street, which we know is dead. Which we know has been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
I have to go to the high street and stand in those changing rooms where the lights are like flickering, and you leave feeling like you want to pass out and feeling like you like need to not eat for the next 2 weeks.
That's the bit.
Because the lighting has like shown every ripple in your thigh and every you've never been so ugly. I've genuinely have never seen myself in the state that I see myself in changing rooms.
I'm like, who is that person in the mirror? Because she's pissing me off. She looks so fucked.
And why is she looking at me? Do you know what? I haven't bought jeans in 10 years? And it's specifically because when I get into that changing room with a pair of jeans and I'm sweating and I'm putting it in and it's not coming up to it's not going above my knees and I have to take it off and now like literally dripping with sweat and I'm left with like body dysmorphia times 1,000.
Why are you telling me these jeans are a size 12 when they're clearly not a size 12?
I don't even start trying to buy my size when I get into the store. Immediately, the first jeans I pick up size 18. Let's start here and work our way down. Because I can't ruin the vibe so early. I actually have to, 18, too big, 16. And then we go from there. Because otherwise, if I start trying to squeeze into what is supposedly my size, I will. Day. Yeah, exactly. The whole day's done. I have to go home.
Long day. No, we so need to go to the Trafford Centre today.
But I want to know, who's your like people? Who is your preferred group of people to go shopping with?
The opposite of just about. You know it's you.
Like, who would you say if you had to pick? Like,
so there is a day, we talked about this on a previous podcast episode. There is a day that me and Og boshed the day. I don't even remember what day. It's just called the day we boshed the day.
It was the week that Beyonce was in town. Beyonce was in London. And I think that did something as well. It definitely did something because we went to the stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, like merch store to get her jersey. That was one of the things that was one of the ways that we boshed the day that day.
Yeah.
TK Maxx. No, we boshed the day more than once. When we went to Home Sense the other day.
That was the Washington day of... we walked into... No, sorry. We walked into Home Sense, immediately started grooving.
Mind you, I swear we were crying on FaceTime previously.
Yes!
As in, moments before, that was what made us be like, Chid was really upset. Chid was having a day. Chid was like, I feel like I just need to go to like TK Maxx or Home Sense or something. And I was like, do you know what? I'll come with you. Let's just work these feelings out with some retail therapy. And it didn't even take 1 second. As soon as we entered the threshold of Home Sense, we were physically dancing.
It
was amazing. But yeah, we always are on the same vibe when it comes to shopping.
And do you know what it is? We're able to go into a shop, meander around, touch things, feel things, go back to the same spot that we were just in. There's no urgency or rushing. It's just kind of like you're cruising through the aisles, touching, feeling, picking things up, meeting each other at points. It's so natural.
It's a symbiotic relationship. No communication needs to be had. And the thing you're saying about we can meander, there's no urgency. But then there gets to a point where there is urgency. And we kind of naturally get to that place at similar times.
At the same time. Yeah.
And the urgency is driven by like biological needs. So it might be you need to go to the toilet. It might be that you're just tired or you're hungry. But we feel it together and then we just like, okay, let's hit one more stop or let's look through all our stuff. And we also have a system where we will just put everything in the basket that you like. Put everything in the basket, put everything in the trolley. And then when we're ready to be like, okay, should we go? We find a corner of the store. We bring out all our items together. We separate into, this is a definite, this is a maybe, what do you think? This one I need feedback on, I need your thoughts. And this is a definite no, let's put it away. It's lovely, but for whatever reason, how much do you think I should buy it for? If it's above that price, we put it down.
Yeah. And it feels like X Factor judges' houses where you get the pictures and we're looking at it. But so this is what I'm thinking. What do you think?
It is judges' deliberation. It's like Tyra Banks and her band of criminals sitting with the pictures being like, you were good. I'm waiting for you to be great. It's honestly so amazing. And by the end of it, you feel accomplished. I've never felt a sense of accomplishment as I do when I shop.
Honestly, money, you're down £250,000.
Yeah.
But your soul, your bars, let's talk about your bars.
250,000. 200, it correlates. It's actually a 1-to-1 correlation.
It's so good. It's everything. So
yeah, let's go seriously ASAP, because I am in the process of clearing out my clothes, and I'm actually doing it in a culling kind of way. Like, you saw the sports bras, the pile of sports bras that I gave away, branded, nice quality, all basically kind of new.
Yeah,
But
pretty colours.
But it's just like, I had to ask myself, okay, you own this thing, you've owned it for a while. Are you wearing it? Even if you like it, you like to look at it, there has to be a reason why you're not wearing it. Whether it's the material, it's the effort of getting into it. It's not, I want to have one that, has this kind of band or has adjustable straps, and that's what you lean towards. And you've bought new stuff that align with those requirements, so you always go to wear those ones. So why are you holding on to these backups? Why do you always need a billion backups? So I've been really strict with my criteria when it comes to getting rid of stuff. I've got 2 full bag size, like, sacks of clothes. And I'm going to take it one day. I'm going to take them to mum's house. You're coming. Come to mum's house when Iffy's there, Ekna's there, and we can just do a whole look through. There's a hierarchy when it comes to clothes, passing down clothes. And Iffy obviously is the youngest. She doesn't have an income. Like, she's literally a student. You can buy yourself whatever you want. And you do be doing that. You take full advantage. So Iffy has like first dibs, basically, goes through what she wants, and then Chidinak, and then my mum also will be picking things that don't get chosen, and she takes them to send to people in Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's the system. So I reckon by the time that I've finished clearing everything, because I'm not done yet, I'm doing it by categories. So the 2 bags full are literally just from gym wear, tops, and trousers. So I have still to go through all my dresses, skirts, shorts. There's so much still to go. And I think I'm going to get rid of so many dresses, probably like 80%.
My God, I'm so excited for the dresses.
So get ready. Yeah. I kind of feel like the dresses that I have are like outdated.
Oh, is it like uni dresses where it's like cut out?
No, not quite. But like, I feel like dresses go out of style more quickly, or the dresses that I have anyway, because I want some that are a bit more fun or a bit more different or have, something to them. So they're a bit more seasonal. I am trying to focus on not buying things that will have a shorter lifespan, quality wise, like material wise, and also you can pass it through generations.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Different seasons.
Yeah.
Not as the things that I'm buying are not going to be something that my granddaughter is looking in. So it's like, oh, PLT. Do you know what though? I actually haven't shopped in Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo, Miscot, any like fast fashion brands in a long time. And do you know what it is that changed it? When they did that whole sweep of accounts and they started getting rid.
Yeah.
And I was like, hang on. And then adding all these return fees. And the quality is just so shit. You'll buy like a top for £8 and it will just bubble over as soon as you wash it once.
And you just know it's for that specific occasion, and it's just like, okay, well, that's not what I want to be doing.
And I just feel like my frontal lobe has developed beyond it, where it's not even enjoyable for me to scroll through and pick things. Now it kind of feels a bit stressful. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to want to keep most of this stuff. I'm going to have to go and return it. The whole like return, like knowing that accounts are being monitored and removed, and they're adding like return fees dependent on how much you return and what your return rate is. Like, it just feels a bit, okay, now you're doing a lot. You're not making it enjoyable for me as the consumer. I don't want to engage in this anymore.
And also, it's not like you're improving
the quality, the sizing.
Like, what are you doing for me? You're just reprimanding me.
Exactly.
And putting me on a naughty step when I've actually been so loyal to you.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to doing more in-person shopping, going to like charity shops, thrifting, and also just nice places and looking for like good quality items that I'm going to be able to mix and match and wear for a while. So yeah, Trafford Centre trip upcoming. Just going back to the whole roast and chicken thing and how it's my new obsession, and I do it every single week. I always will like roast veg and then roast, like basically cut up veg, prepare it, put it in the roasting dish, and then roast the chicken on top.
Okay.
So it's like on a bed of veg. It gets all sweet and delicious. Roast veg is so, so, so good. That is my favorite way to prepare a veg, as well as grilling it. I love grilled veg on a barbecue. Delish. But it's such a good flavor and such a good experience because it feels so real. When I'm sitting down to eat roast chicken, vegetables, like root vegetables, leeks, onion, carrots, chicken, potatoes, I feel like I see the through line from my ancestors to me. Like I feel like people from the past would be could sit down and eat the same meal that I'm sitting and eating at that moment. Whereas sometimes it's like my ancestors wouldn't have a clue what this is and how to even go about creating this sausage patty and this like
Baldock noodles.
Baldock noodles, exactly. That's such a good example. Exactly. But then when you're sitting with something about eating meat and potatoes feels very like you're human. It takes you down to your basis level. It's like I'm eating a hunk of meat and bread, and like soup and bread is another example. It just feels very primitive. And I wanted to ask about like those experiences that we have that feel very primitive. And it takes you back to like the village people that would have existed before you. I was doing the laundry the other day, and I know that I've seen tweets about this before. When you get the laundry basket and you put it on your hip, when you're holding it on your hip, there's something so, so historical about that. There's something, and it's so woman as well. I take the basket full of clothes, I rest it on my hip, close the door, walk over to where I'm hanging it out. Honestly, it's so, I don't know, it feels real. What other examples do you have of that? Like, have you felt that?
I do feel that anytime I'm in front of a fire, which doesn't happen often, but if there's a campfire or like a outside sort of fire, I'm just like, oh my God, we make fire. It just feels so like, oh my God. I haven't had that recently though.
But it is that the fire thing is such a good example because we'll all be as a group looking at the fire and like amazed by it, entranced. It's a fire. But that's what were cavemen our ancestors, like as Black people?
I don't know.
I did read Sapiens. I actually have read, is it Sapiens or Homo Sapiens? The book.
Yeah.
I read it in uni, both of them, and I just can't remember. I just can't remember if we were. Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like a historical account of like how we evolved and how we were living in like the different groups. And yeah, this one migrated to here and created this culture, and people from this region would have descended from this group versus, you know, the rest of us who descended from this group. So I don't know if I don't think that we would have been cavemen, but maybe I'm wrong.
Would we have just been in a different cave?
Yeah, I think it depends on climates. So cavemen would have used caves as their dwellings because maybe it was like colder climates versus we would have been more like huts. I don't know. Listen, I'm uninformed here. We'll have to do our research next time and come back with an update. But cavemen were like, that is such a human thing, is to love fire and be so obsessed with it and be so intrigued by it. I'm trying to think of foods.
Steak is extremely like that's an obvious one, especially because I do like mine quite not blue, not completely rare, but medium rare, but closer to the rare.
I need it to bleed. I need it to be like not chewy, but not cooked to the middle.
Yeah, I need it to be pink.
Yeah, really, otherwise it just, or like eating meat off the bone. Certain like if I see someone with like a turkey leg, like you get in Disneyland, that is come on.
I need a turkey leg.
That's like you just did a kill, like the the leaders of the clan have dragged over a buffalo and we've cut the buffalo leg and taken pieces and they've distributed it around and that's your piece and you're just going in.
You're just tearing it up.
But I wonder because the laundry one is such a female example. I wonder what the male experience.
If I was a man, I would feel like every time I piss, it would be, what do you mean? I'm just pissed. I'm just holding my.
I actually really hate men pissing. And not like just as a general concept, but in public. I hate when I see a man just peeing anywhere he likes.
Yeah.
I'm like, just because you have the ability to do it doesn't mean that you should do it. This is still very, very, like, that's not, be civil.
It's like when a dog cocks its leg up to go and piss. Like, you guys are doing that.
And also, it's not even like you've taken yourself away. You've just turned around. You've just got your back to me, but you're still pissing in on the street in front of everyone. It's so jarring. It's like, okay, well, great. Now I'm in a toilet. Now I'm just walking through a toilet. And I didn't even mean to. It's horrible. That is a question, actually, for the listeners. When have you felt primitive? Do you have those moments that feel like they connect you to your history, your past? It feels so, because we're so far removed, even like the jobs that we do. We were talking about this weekend because we were talking about X job, which is the doctor, and it's so real. It's so like, I bring babies back to life if they're born and they're having challenges and we need to check and like do compressions or do whatever. And, you know, I'm healing people who are having issues. It's real stuff. Mm-hmm. I do this. The impact is this.
Yeah.
Versus our jobs, which is like, I get an email. I speak to someone about the email. I respond to the email. I put a spreadsheet together tracking things that have come through via email. We email before the meeting and meet about an email and then put the results of the meeting in an email. And then it's all just about emailing. Actually, the whole job is just getting emails out.
It's so funny because when I was younger, I never knew that that's what people were doing when they went to work. Mm-hmm. I'm in it now and I'm like, this is all about email?
It's always only been about email. But before they had email, they were coming in with the actual physical papers. So they were just like looking through and being like, okay, fax that off to
my God, I'm so glad we don't have to fax.
Same.
It's just us, email, and Copilot.
We did actually have, when I was at the law firm, my first ever job was at a law firm as a paralegal. And when we would send out contracts, there were certain ones where we would need a wet signature. So we would have to then receive the fax from the client. Every single time me and like the other paralegals had to go and get the contract from the fax, we'd have to relearn what the process is every single time. And it's actually quite straightforward. They press a button and you receive it. It's a crazy technology.
It is. I think that's quite ahead of its time.
Yeah, it must not have been for wet signatures because it wouldn't have been the actual original copy. It would have been a scan, basically.
It's like a photocopy that goes through to the other person's fax machine. That's we should fax.
Do you know what? I actually quite like fax.
I think there's a space for faxing.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Let's think about faxing.
I would have faxed.
But yeah, just so with the job that we do, being so removed from like real life, I was catching up with a friend the other day. Her job is working on a farm, like picking the produce and preparing it and washing it and packaging it for this organic store that she works for.
That's amazing.
Like that, this is literally what Marx was talking about, is how far we've been removed from the process of our labor and the effects of our labor, and but he was talking about it when it was like factories, where it was like each person has their own little segment that they work on in the assembly line, and you'll never see the product of that labor because you're just the one that adds the wheel on. And if you're depending on how far up you are in the process, you won't necessarily know what this is all for. And whilst it's not the same industries, it is the same idea where I don't really know I know what I'm doing. I'm a PM. I'm managing this software implementation within your organization, but really it's just like I'm getting on a call to discuss what your requirements are, and I'm making sure that my team know, and I'm checking up for updates, and I'm driving the timeline. What does driving the timeline really mean? Having chats, sending across emails, scheduling meetings. And then also when you think beyond what that is, it's like, okay, implementing the software. What is the software? What is it doing? It's just like tracking things within their company. I don't know. It doesn't feel as it doesn't make you feel like this is real life or this has any kind of tangible or real meaning. It's just we're just doing it and then we're getting money, which as well comes in as like numbers on a screen. And you don't really think about it beyond the fact that that's your money. But is it really? There's honestly, I could go on and on about this and how life feels so like far away from anything.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of loads of made up stuff that we've pulled together, and now we're just in this made up reality
that hinges on our agreement of it and our belief of it. Like we all have to buy into it for it to be real, because otherwise, if we all just if that's how it falls down, the whole thing collapses. So it's actually so valuable to have experiences that feel so real. Eating potato with skin on.
Oh yeah, yes. I never take the skin off of my potatoes. I can't be asked.
It depends what potatoes. If I'm having it as like if I want like fries, I'm taking the skin off. If I'm having it as like sweet potato, I don't take the skin off. I love a jacket potato. I love it. Wait, so you never take it? No matter how you cook it.
No potato. No, I never take it.
No
off.
Potato.
No potato.
No potato goes skinned.
Yeah, no potato. Seriously.
Oh,
I don't do it.
Cool.
I can't be asked. I had a moment on the train that felt a bit like olden day, where the crowd is turning on one person and it feels like you're in a not a public execution. That's a bit much. When I tell you what actually happened, you're gonna be like, okay. But yeah, so as I said, I went to Manchester today. Unfortunately, the only route to Manchester is through the worst station in London, which is, of course, Euston Station. So I'm kind of feeling bossed up that day because I've gone onto this website called What Platform or something, or Platform Now. I can't even remember what the website is, but it basically tells you what platform your train is going to depart from way before it shows up on that board, and then everyone's scurrying to that platform. So I know that I'm going to platform 12. I hate being in Euston for the obvious reasons, for the reasons why everybody hates it, but also I have a phobia of pigeons. And the worst thing, worse than pigeons outside is pigeons inside. So I don't want to be inside for too long. So the first thing I see is that the 8:13, the train before my train, is cancelled. And so the 8:33 isn't cancelled, and that's my train. And I'm thinking, okay, so everyone from the 8:13 that haven't managed to get to their train is going to be wanting my train, and then everyone that's going to be on my train anyway. So I need to be ready. I check the website. It says platform 12. I go to platform 12. I see the Avanti lady. I'm like, hey, is this the train that's going to Manchester Piccadilly? And she's like, yeah, we can't let you guys on until it shows up on the screen. I was like, that's fine. She checks my ticket anyway. So I'm ready. As soon as that thing goes, I'm ready to go. And did I? I bolted. I don't know. I felt like I was on the a racetrack line, but I was the first on the train. I had a reserved seat, but I sat down, got myself situated. And then I'm sitting, I've got my breakfast ready. I've downloaded EastEnders. I'm going to have a great time. So I'm just like thinking, yeah, I'm bossed up. I've done a really good job. The lady, I then hear an agitating, grating voice. There's a lady behind me. I can hear this girl, and she's kind of having a back and forth with this man behind me. And so obviously I take out my AirPod and I crane my neck round to go and see what's going on. And this man is sitting in, you know, those table seats where there's the two facing each other seats. He's sitting in one of those. And he's basically said to her, this is my seat. this is my reserved seat. And she's like, it can't be because it's my reserved seat. And I'm looking at my ticket right now. I can show you that this is my seat. And he says, yeah, but I was meant to be on the 8:13 that got cancelled. And this was my reserved seat on that 8:13.
That's crazy.
She was like, we're now on the 8:33 and therefore it's my seat. And he was like, that's not my problem.
Wait,
she was
sorry.
Like,
so who was seated?
He was seated.
Oh, God.
She
God. Look at where we are. A man is arguing with a woman about who gets the seat on a train where it wasn't even his designated train. It's a completely different time.
I actually couldn't believe how justified he felt. He genuinely felt that he was in the right and it was not his problem. And she was like, it's exactly your problem. Your train was cancelled. My train wasn't. That is now my seat. We are now on the 8:33. That's my seat. They were just going back and forth, back and forth. I see a build up of like 4 people behind her on the aisle because they're wanting to go around or wanting to go to their seat. And at this point, she turns around to the audience and she says, am I bugging?
Did she say, am I bugging?
She said, am I bugging? She turned around and said, guys, am I bugging? And the guy behind her, directly behind her, doesn't even answer her question. He looks directly to the man sitting down and said, what are you doing? What's your problem? So no, you're not bugging.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to get up. Like, what are you doing? And then he's starting to feel like, oh shit, like someone's calling me out. And because the lady has kind of invited the audience in, oh boy, does the audience come in. The other girl was like, there's so many other seats. Like, this isn't your seat. It's not your seat anymore. And then I chirp up. Already, guys, I'm already feeling what's up. I'm already mother of the train. I was the first one on. I get up, I turn around, and I say to him, carriage U and carriage C are unreserved. Go and find a seat there. Done. He gets up. I said, carriage C and carriage U are unreserved. Get a table seat there. And get out of my carriage.
He said, I better see you in the other carriage that's unreserved.
It's hilarious. You said, let's put an end to this whole thing. I'm going to tell you exactly where you need to go. Let this go on for long enough. EastEnders was waiting for me. My breakfast bap is getting cold. Get up. See you.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That is actually amazing.
But he's the type of man that will now go to Reddit and go, am I the asshole? You are actually in the wrong, but you actually think you're in the right.
It's absolutely insane that it had to be that seat, but he felt so entitled and wedded to that particular seat that he took himself. Why would you not just go straight to unreserved or just try and find, knowing damn well that your train was cancelled? And also, it is actually a free-for-all when the trains have been cancelled, the previous one has been cancelled, because they usually, or I've often seen where they've made the whole thing unreserved in the next train. So it's like reservations do not stand anymore. And that's when it gets scary. But I saw a tweet that was like, if you're the kind of person who tells people to get up from their seat when they're sitting in your reserved seat on the train, then I don't respect you or something, or you're weird. And I was like, what the hell? Why am I going to be the weird one for going up to someone to just be like, hey, by the way, this is a seat I have reserved? Do you know what? I have no issues with people trying their luck to sit in a reserved seat. I do it all the time because often someone might have missed that train and that actually the unreserved seat is going to go unused, or someone is sitting in an unreserved seat, that person's sitting elsewhere on the train or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you just sit and wait, and then if they do come and approach you, then you're like, oh, sorry, fair enough. And then you move. But it's not why, but I have no issues with them coming to say, that's my seat. Why should I?
I agree.
So
Yeah.
odd. I will always
Yeah.
ask someone to get up from my seat, whether it's the theatre, it's the concert, it's the train, especially if it's limited. If there's other seats, then I might. But often I actually will still want my seat because I booked that particular one. I said the conditions I wanted. I want it table seat. I want it forwards facing. I want a power socket. Like,
Yeah.
really.
Exactly.
I've ticked the boxes.
I've ticked the
I've chosen
boxes.
for reserved seating for a specific reason.
Yeah. And it gives you a certain level of security that you don't have if you're in unreserved.
Yeah.
Because you're battling with more people that are that, you know. So yeah. I don't think it's weird at all.
I don't.
People need to be able to be assertive and bold enough to be like, oh yeah, actually that it doesn't have to be rude, it's not a confrontation, it's just a fact. That's my seat.
Exactly.
Can I sit down?
Speaking of people being bold and confrontational, I have to tell you about my neighbour situation. Because, okay, I don't have you will have heard about the series of Chid's neighbours situations, the big mystery questions that we yet have answers to. If you haven't heard about these, listen back to some previous episodes. We talked about like the saga of Chid's neighbours.
Let's just say there's poos, potatoes, and notes involved.
Yes.
Go and listen.
Go and have a listen. Mine is not to that extent, and I don't have any details. But the other day, I saw a note up on the notice board, like in our shared area. It was like typed up, but then underneath it, someone had responded with in a handwritten note. So I was like, oh, it piqued my interest. What is this back and forth that's happened? Let me read it to you. Picture.
Okay.
Dear residents, I'm writing to raise an issue that's been affecting residents within the building. There have been repeated occasions where a strong smell of cannabis smoke has been present in the communal garden area, the communal parts of the building, and has entered neighbouring flats. This has become a regular occurrence and is causing significant nuisance for those involved. The matter has now been reported to insert estate agent's name here. However, if the issue continues, it is likely that further reports will be made to the relevant authorities, including environmental health and, where appropriate, the police. Residents are entitled to enjoy their homes and the communal areas without being subjected to persistent smoke and odours from the neighbouring properties. The smoking of illegal substances is unlawful and may also be contrary to the terms of lease agreements and regulations governing the development. I would therefore ask anyone responsible to please consider the impact their actions are having on others and take immediate steps to ensure this does not continue. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Now, first of all, the whole tone of that is just annoying. What do you mean? Don't you worry about the terms of my lease? Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be the police. Mind you, I've lived here for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this like, what beef is happening between my neighbours here that I had no idea about? I haven't smelt smoke. I don't know which floor this is from because it's obviously there's a few different floors. This is all just in the communal space downstairs. I haven't ever experienced anything to do with weed or cannabis in the building.
So this person's typed up this note and printed it out?
It's a typed up note printed, yes. And mind you, no one has printers.
No one has printers.
So
they don't exist in homes anymore. It's like faxing.
Exactly. It's like faxing, except it rightfully has been retired, whereas faxing should be brought back. Oh unless this person faxed it. They could have actually faxed it to the had someone fax it. Okay, but then the response was handwritten in capital letters in like a thick ink pen.
Okay, that's also back to the primitive conversation. That also handwriting a note. That
when you but like doing it in capital letters where it's like pointy capital letters, it feels like etching into stone or etching into something that you would have had to really put like elbow grease into it.
Yeah, you have to work for that. Okay,
exactly. Go on. So that their response says, if you're going to put letters in my post box, at least have the guts to say who it's from. Don't look at me. Gave it up years ago, gutless. So this person...
Oh my God.
So these notes, clearly I haven't... now this is another point, is that me and Alex still haven't got access to our mailbox. We need to get the key from the estate agents. So I didn't know that these were also posted into individual mailboxes.
Oh my
or
God.
they may have been, I don't know if they've been posted to everyone, or if it was posted up on the notice board and then posted to one specific person that they're suspecting as the culprit, or if if it is the first one and they posted it to everyone, this one person might have assumed that it only went into theirs and they were being. So there
The
might,
shoe fits, wear it.
I think I've entered into an existing like conflict situation where maybe they've already called someone out about it. Because why would you assume that this would be accusing you specifically?
Yeah.
It can, because it does say dear residents. It doesn't say residents. It doesn't say, hey guys, I don't know who's doing this, but whoever it might be, just be warned. I don't like it. This one's like, dear resident, I know that you're smoking. I've told the estate agents. I'm going to tell the police. And I'm
Yeah.
willing to take this as far as I need to. And the response is literally like, don't look at me. I gave it up. I don't do that anymore.
I can't believe it says don't look at me.
Yeah. And it gave us some backstory as well. It's like, I used to do this. I don't do that anymore. I was crying when I saw that.
Oh my God, I need to know the people. Because you don't have letterboxes on your door. It's actually just like letterboxes for the different flats.
Yeah. Like in the lobby section. Also, the fact that it was like the smell of smoke has been present in the communal garden areas. Hung about.
Love that
Did you
phrase.
say the communal garden areas? That sounds like outside to me. I'm not seeing the issue here. Unless it's like the smell.
I think because people are having to have their windows open because of how hot it is, the smells are probably just flying into other people's houses.
Yeah, but the cigarette smoke smells as well.
Yeah, and worse.
And also like there's all sorts of smells that happen. Like I don't know. I just personally like I'm live and let live when it comes to that.
Yeah. Well, that's funny.
I don't know anything about my neighbours here. I haven't really met many people yet. We don't have like a Facebook group like you do. So
yeah,
I'm learning about the dynamics here through these days, and I pray that they continue.
I would
I love an insight into gossip. I am so nosy that when I'm in the supermarket and there's like a basket or a trolley and someone's left their shopping list, I pick up that shopping list and I read every single item. That's how nosy I am. That's how nosy I am in other people's lives. So I really hope this continues and I can bring back that update.
Yes, please update. That I've got so many
questions. I need to get we need to get access to our mailbox so that we can see if we've received it. And if there's follow-up notes, I need to see what's actually going on here. So I will report back once we get our key.
Thank you. Please make that a matter of urgency that you get your key so that we can know what the heck is going on. That is so funny. Don't look at me.
Listen, I gave that up. I did my work to get rid of that habit. And now you're coming to me talking about I'll tell the police. I have had to put a note through someone's door before. I have to say, I have been that neighbour before.
Yeah, because those people were singing opera like...
But it was like banshees throughout the night, like literally into 4 a.m. every single... Oh, it was horrible. And it was summertime as well, so you couldn't close your windows. And it sounded like they were in the room, like literally sitting on my shoulder, wailing into my ear. Jarring. So, and also I don't want to put a note. I actually prefer to go in and have a chat, like knock on the door and speak to, but they would never answer the door because they knew damn well.
Oh my God.
So
look at me, that's funny.
Do you have any speakers for the week? Or what are you putting on speaker is what I meant to ask. So every week we give recommendations. We put something on speaker. We want to share it with the people. It might be a product. It might be a book. It might be a concept. It could just be a bit of advice. It could be something that we learned that week, but we want to share it with you and put it on speaker.
I think my speaker, clearly I don't have one, Mine is going to be advice on a way of life.
Okay.
England are now through to the semis, I believe. Is it the semis? Either way, we're through to the next stage of football for the World Cup.
Well, at the one where it's 4 teams now.
Is that
we're
quarters?
through to the one where it's, I want to say quarters, but I can't be quoted.
Okay, well, either way, there's another stage of the World Cup. Go and watch it with your friends.
Oh my God.
Be together in a room, feeling the atmosphere.
That was too good.
It was everything.
That was too good. Drinks, pizza, chatting. The reactions from everyone was so funny. The questions, the commentary,
the opinions, the difference in opinions.
The difference,
It's all part of the buzz and the excitement of it. It's great. So do that.
Yeah, that is a great one.
That's my speaker.
I would say my speaker for this week is a personal fan. I know that we're so far into summer by this point. Like, we have had, we're on our 3rd heat wave by now, I think.
God.
We should all have personal fans. I want to put it on speaker because it is the best way to relieve yourself of that, like, sweaty, sticky feeling when you're walking out and about. And also just being mindful of other people around you, because we're sweating a lot. And I find that the more it's just sitting there, the worse the smell and experience is. So get yourself, get a good one. Yeah. I have one that I bought from TikTok shop, and it has like a cooling setting, so it makes it feel like aircon. That's the claim, isn't it? It's like aircon. It drains the battery a lot, but even the higher setting is really, really strong. In fact, here's one I made earlier. This is my exact fan that I'm holding up. Audio listeners, it's a pink, like, fan. It's not a Blade one. It's lovely, and it honestly saves me every time I'm out and about. So that's what I'm putting on speaker.
Nice. Okay, fine.
And I want every single person in my life to get their own, because every time I have mine at an event and people want it, I hate having to share, and I really, really don't want to have to do that. So everyone get your own.
Okay, cool.
All right. We haven't addressed the elephant in the room, which is that we are now visual. You can see us. It's a whole new world, guys. We are now also providing a visual experience, which is very exciting. You would have noticed that we didn't have an episode last week. It's because we were trying to get the technicals right to bring you this new whole experience. So you can please follow us along on our socials. We're on TikTok and Instagram. Stay on the line, sis. If you want to send us an email with some thoughts, email us at stayonthelinesis@gmail.com. Exactly. So we are going to be posting more clips and more on socials. So please follow us, comment, interact, just give us some encouragement so that we can actually stay consistent.
Okay.
It's hard.
It's hard out here. And also rate the podcast 5 stars on Spotify, subscribe to our YouTube, do all the fun things, like, share it. Things.
Yeah. Share it with your sister. Share it with your friend.
Yes. Put us on speaker.
Share it with your favourite shopping buddy. Yeah. And let them know. All right.
Talk next week.
Speak next week.
Bye.